Hi everyone, today we will fix this pump bumper on this Gottlieb pin punter. I will show you step by step how to diagnostic, find the faulty component, and I hope fix it. So I will launch a game to show you the default. So as you can see, nothing happens when we press this one, but for example, but this one nothing. So under the PlayStation we have two contactors, one who give points when the bobbin is activated, and this one who activates. So when you press the ring like this with your ball, it presses this switch and it makes contact. When this contact is closed, it closes the circuit, which sends signal and must, and is supposed to activate the bobbin who make points on down. So all of this is controlled by boards who are under playfield. So you have two boards here and two other boards here. This board have on top of them fuses. So let's check the documentation. So as you can see in manual, bottom pop bumper have a fuse, but most importantly is connected to this go-pop board, and this go-pop board is 4A6G1. The simplest way to do it is, so we see on connector it's 1, 2, here it's button 3, and this is connector 4. What I will do is I will cut the pinball and I will put my pinball store board to check if we don't have 24 volts once the game is launched. It means we have a problem with fuse. If ready and 24 volts are lit, it means that the problem is in the board. So first we shut down the pinball. Hop là. We restart the pinball. So when we launch the pinball, we can see the ready LED is lit. It means 5 volts is injected in the board. To have 24 volts, we need to start the game. So okay, now we simulate the ball. And as you can see, we still don't have 24 volts. So we can assume that it must be a problem with the fuse. Because you see, when we test, it's well activated. And when you press here the switch, you can see on the board it lit. So we know the problem is from the fuse. So the fuses are under playfield. You have 3 fuses here and 1 fuse here, but go-pop board fuse are located on bottom left here. And they are 2.5 like in documentation. Look, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So we will use multimeter to check which fuse is faulty. On multimeter you put continuity mode, which is this one. Often if you have a correct multimeter, it will make a sound when you touch both probes, or it will indicate the impedance. If you have a very bad multimeter like this one, you will see an impedance between 2 or 3 when you touch probes. So as you can see, I have between 1 and 2. If you have a good one, it will beep and the impedance will be at 0. This one infinity, and this one 3, so this one must be burnt. And as you can see, there is burnt color on it. Infinite. And when you touch your probe, it goes close to 0. So we will replace this fuse. Once your new fuse in your hand. You can put your new fuse here. Hop là. Okay, now we restart the pinball. So pinball is started. We launch a game. We simulate the ball. And as you can see, the problem was well the fuse. And so now we can test. And now it's functional. So now we will check with if the old GoPop board is functional or if it's burnt, and it's why the fuse is burnt. So I replugged the original board, restarting the game. As we can see, the original board was functional and it was only a fuse issue. So as we determined it was only a fuse issue and it's working completely normally now. So in our case it was only a fuse issue. There is a huge chance in your pinball that it's more than a fuse, because these old boards can get faulty really easily because it's old transistors from the 80s. If you have plus 24 volt and your switch have a good contact, it means that your GoPop board is burnt. Our replacement is this board. The big feature of our board is indicator for 24 volt, indicator for 5 volt, test button with indicator on test button. So on this pinball that you see behind us, we use this card. This board is called Gottlieb 80 plus V2. This board includes power supply, CPU board, driver board and sound board. You directly connect your connector to this sound board, everything included in one board. So if your problem is only GoPop, check if it's a fuse. If it's not a fuse, you can replace it with this board. If you have any other problem, think about our all-in-one board. If you have any question, please ask us on our website pinballs.store. Thanks for watching the video and see you next time.